Hello everyone, and welcome back to Greyhammer. Today we're going to be going over the Ironjawz, so part 2 to our Orruk Warclans. So Gordrak, the Fist of the Gods. Monster grapple. Once per turn in any combat phase, it's rampage. You pick an enemy monster in combat, roll dice on a 3-up, pick one of the target's weapons. You must pick a companion weapon if it has any. Have the attack characteristic of that weapon rounding up for the rest of the turn. Then once per battle, when you declare a Waaagh ability, you've got the Voice of Gork. Until the start of your next turn, add 1 to hit rolls for combat attacks made by friendly Ironjawz units while they're wholly within 18 of this unit. And then Strength from Victory. At the end of any turn, if any damage points were allocated to an enemy unit by this unit's combat attacks this turn, and that enemy unit has been destroyed, give this unit a Waaagh token to a maximum of 3. Till the end of the next turn, add 1 to the attack characteristic of this unit's weapons for each Waaagh token it has. Interesting. So if your opponent goes after you and just ignores you, you won't get those. I'll get some counterplay. Mega Boss on Maw Crusher, you've got Destructive Bulk. If it charges phase, pick a visible enemy unit with an inch. Roll a d3 on a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. If the target's infantry, double the mortal damage inflicted. Smash Through, if it makes a pile-in move. When it makes a pile-in move, if it charges in the same turn, it can move 2d6 instead of 3. And Strength from Victory, same ability, where you get Waaagh points. Stuck In Lads, pick a friendly brute unit wholly within 12. This is from the Mega Boss. Roll a dice on a 2-up, add 1 to the attack characteristic of the target's melee weapons until the start of your next turn. So that's pretty strong. Giving brutes an extra attack. Lead to Brutes reaction, you declared a fight ability. Roll a dice on a 3-up for the rest of the turn, add 1 to the attacks of melee weapons used by friendly brutes while they're within this unit's combat range. Getting brutes plus 2 attacks is really strong. And then Strength from Victory, same ability. So I'm looking at this Waaagh ability. Waaagh points don't go away. Never mind. Interesting. I guess it's just anytime he kills a unit, you get the Waaagh ability, is what it looks like. Rhythm of Destruction, end of any turns. If any enemy models are slain this turn by this unit's combat attacks, give this unit d3 ritual points. He is a priest. Weird Knob Shaman, add 1 to its power level while there are any friendly Ironjawz units that have 10 or more models wholly within 12. So, becomes a better wizard with more dudes around him. Brutes, so these are the guys you can buff up really highly. Messin, enemy models with a health characteristic of 1 or 2 cannot contest objectives while they're in combat with this unit. So, also giving these guys 5 attacks could be that's tough to face off against. I've played against Ironjawz a decent amount. My Seraphim does pretty decently against them. Actually, it does really well. I think I have a pretty good track record against Ironjawz, even with Gordrak. Stiletons can shoot down heroes even better now. But brutes are brutal. They really are. Guard Boys, Shield Bash. Pick an enemy unit in combat with this unit and charge this turn to be the target. Make a Shield Bash roll of d6 for each model in this unit. For each 6-up, inflict a mortal damage on the target. So it gets to do some mortal damage. Gore Grunters. If this unit charges phase, pick an enemy unit within an inch. Roll a d3 on a 2-up, inflict an amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. Add 1 to the mortal damage inflicted, if any, if the target is cavalry. So, good anti-cavalry, cavalry option. Then Zogrok Anvil Smasher. He's got Clonk. Clonk's a token. You can reroll Forge rolls for this unit while Clonk's on the battlefield. If you make an unmodified save roll of 1, remove Clonk from the battlefield after the attack's been resolved. So he's got Ward Smashing Choppa. If any attack made by this unit's Ward Smashing Choppa scores a hit, the target has a Ward Smash keyword. Rolls can't be made for Ward Smash units. So you just got to hit with your Ward Smashing Choppa. So do that first. Then you can make your other attacks. Power up the Great Green God. Pick a visible friendly Ironjawz infantry unit wholly within 12. This unit to be the target. And make a Forge and roll of d6. Add 1 to the roll if he's armed with Gruntatongs. On a 4-up, their melee weapons have crit mortal. So it's a 3-up if you have Gruntatongs. 2-up if you have Clonk. To give crit mortal to your brutes. So your brutes will be doing 2 mortal damage on hit rolls of 6s, and you could have them with 5 attacks. That's really powerful. Ardboy Big Boss. Iron-Fisted Commander. If a friendly Ardboy's unit wholly within 12 uses the rally, you can make 3 additional rally rolls of d6. Really strong, because being able to return heavier infantry to the battlefield is really great. And Get Bashing, add 1 to shield bash rolls for a friendly. So Get Bashing, add 1 to shield bash rolls for friendly Ardboy units while they're wholly within 12 of this unit. So you can do mortals on 5s. Weird Brute Rekkas. They can use run and still charge later in the turn. Pretty simple. Lots of attacks with a ward. This is nice. Tusk Boss on Maw Grunta. Unstoppable momentum. Each time this unit uses a charge ability, it gains a momentum. Each time it uses a run ability, it gains 2 momentums. You can have a maximum of 3 momentum points at once. Add the number of momentum points this unit has to the damage characteristic of the Maw Grunta's Tusk. So you can get up to 5 damage on those tusks. At the end of each battle round, subtract 1 from the momentum points to a minimum of 0. If this unit charges phase, pick up to 3 friendly Maw Grunta units wholly within 12 of this unit that charge, and add 1 momentum to each target. So let's get on to some others. Guys, you've got the Brute Ragers. Berserkers, they can run and charge. They don't have the ward that the Rekkas did. And Unleash Rage, it has strike first if it charged in the same turn. So you can do some pretty serious damage to the enemy on the charge. And you can charge pretty easily into combat. Maw Grunta with Hack and Crew, Unstoppable Momentum, same ability, and then Carve a Path. If this unit's in combat, it can move a distance up to its move characteristic. It can pass through models in the combat ranges of enemy units, but cannot end the move in combat. Then pick an enemy unit that this unit passed across during the move to be the targets. Roll d3 for each target. On a 2-up, inflict an amount of more damage on the target equal to the roll, then gain 2 momentum points. Pretty powerful. Maw Grunta Gorgers. Each time this unit uses a charge ability, it gains a momentum point. Each time it uses a run, it gains 2. So same ability. Sorry. And got lost. Flattened into the mud once per turn, any combat phase. If this unit charges to turn, pick an enemy unit within an inch. Roll a dice and add the number of momentum points this unit has to the roll. On a 5-up, it gets strike last. And then we go to the Spearhead, which we went over yesterday. So this is going to be a really, really short video. Unfortunate, but I'll try and make my thoughts section a little longer. Thoughts. I think there needs to be more miniatures, which is hard for these guys because you've already got your lower tier orcs. These guys are not particularly, they're strong, but maybe you can expand it with having some lesser armored Ardboys. So I don't know what you'd call them, but basically before they get their armor, they are called something else, and so you reduce the 3-up armor save. But there's just not much for you to use here. I know that orc players love their army, so I'm not going to say too many bad things about it. I assume it's fun if you like that type of play. Gore Grunta's great anti-cavalry options, and then these Maw Gruntas feel like they can wreck infantry formations. The Rekkas and Ragers seem like, I don't know if the niche that they fit in with being kind of fast, I don't know that they do it great. Because 3 attacks apiece, 4-up, 2-up, rend 1, 2 damage. It's alright, but you still only have that 4-inch move, so you can only ever possibly move 10 inches in a turn. As opposed to, and then you can charge. So I guess 22 inches is your threat range on these guys. I guess that's longer than your threat range on these guys is 16. Same with these guys. But if you wanted something that could oppose the enemy quicker, Gore Grunters kind of fit that. And I don't feel like either of the Rekkas. This one may be a little bit more defensive abilities with the ward. Still can run and charge. But I don't know. I feel like these 2 units aren't filling their niche very well. 6 attacks, 4-up, 3-up, rend 1, 1 damage is on alright attack profile. It's a lot of attacks for sure. But the 5-up save makes it pretty tough. I don't know. Let me know in the comments about that one. They do look great. I like seeing them on the field, and I like going up against them. They're a fun army to go up against. Love to see my Stormcast go up against some Ironjawz. Just some thoughts about breaking this or merging this into one faction, also having it as two factions. Pick one. I don't get this. Why are we putting two armies in the same book, but having them separate? At first, I wasn't opposed to it. So they're not getting rid of it. But then I'm like, why? What point is it? Also, give them a spearhead. Or there's no reason they shouldn't have a spearhead. It's not like you don't have other elite armies have spearheads. It's not that difficult. You put my thing would load. You put a mega boss. Then you put, I don't know, just do 2 units of brutes, maybe. I don't know, gore grunters. Boom. You've got a Warcry warband. I just don't know why they don't have one. I think that's going to be it for this episode, though. Let me know what models you're most excited for fielding, and please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.